While the rest of his classmates mock him for his lack of talent, Ikki Kurogane, the school's worst student, gets ready for his morning training as usual. Stella Vermilion, the princess of the Vermilion Kingdom, has arrived in Japan and will attend the Hagun Academy, where she'll study Japanese language and literature. When Ikki returns to his room after training, he finds Stella changing. After being slapped by Stella, Ikki is then summoned to the director's office, where he was criticized by Kurono about his inappropriate actions. Kurono brings Stella into the office so that Ikki can make an official apology. Ikki tells Stella sorry and that he will do anything to restore her honor. Stella tells Ikki to fall on his sword as a public apology. Ikki tells Stella that she's crazy if she thinks he would self-delete himself over this matter. Stella gets enraged. Kurono flees the office to avoid becoming engaged in Stella's fury over Ikki's comment. Stella's flames dim when Ikki yells out that he has never seen someone so beautiful before, and claims that he was charmed by her beauty. Kurono returns and explains that Ikki and Stella are housemates. Afterward, Kurono invites the two of them back to their room and explains why they're housemates. Stella tells Ikki if they're going to be roommates, that he must follow her rules. Kurono proposes that they should settle this matter with a duel. Stella says a rank F student like Ikki has no chance of beating her, so she claims her victory. Ikki tells her rank doesn't determine the winner in a battle. This causes Stella to get mad, and she says that the loser will be the winner's slave for the rest of their life. Stella begins the battle by attacking aggressively, but she is constantly countered by Ikki, who countered back after duplicating Stella's sword techniques, nearly hitting Stella, but being deflected because of the difference in magic power. While grieving her unfavorable victory, Stella activates one of her most powerful attacks, Catharterio Salamandra, out of respect for Ikki. Ikki freely admits that he lacks the potential to be a mage knight, but then unveils his trump card, Ito Shuda, which removes all of Ikki's physical limitations and dramatically increases his powers. Ikki successfully lands an attack on Stella after dodging all of Stella's attacks, winning the fight before collapsing from fatigue. Stella is next seen in a hospital room, where she is being looked after, and Kurono enters her room. Stella says how can Ikki have abilities like that and still be an F-rank knight? To which Kurono responds that the system is based on the Blazer's ability, rather than the actual combat ability. Stella feels bad for Ikki, to which Kurono responds that it was a tough issue. Kurono then advises Stella to follow in the footsteps of Ikki, who is also a hard worker. When Stella returns to her room, she discovers Ikki sleeping on one of the beds. Stella climbs on top of Ikki and begins to look at his abs. She admires Ikki's physical frame for a few moments. Stella then hits her head after Ikki wakes up and realizes what she's been up to. Stella then apologizes to Ikki for judging him when she didn't even know him at all. Ikki reminds Stella about their wager. Stella, embarrassed at the situation, asks for Ikki's first command. Ikki then tells Stella that she's going to become his roommate. Stella agrees, and the two of them exchange fist bumps. On a train, a silver-haired girl is spotted. Stella and Ikki are then seen together, having just completed their daily 20-kilometer run. Ikki offers Stella a sip from his bottle, which she initially rejects because it could be interpreted as an indirect kiss. Stella grabs the bottle and drinks after Ikki awkwardly says sorry. Ikki expresses his delight at his childhood friend's arrival at school. The homeroom teacher, Yuri Yoreki, greets all the freshmen as well as Ikki. Yuri tells the students that their participation in the 7 Sword Art Festival this year will be contingent solely on winning selection bouts, and that they will be notified via their student ID. Yuri then encourages her students to compete in the selection bouts before passing out. Yuri, Stella, and Ikki are all taken to the hospital. Ikki reveals to Stella that he was allowed to attend school in the first place because of Yuri. Yuri also discusses last year's misfortunes. Ikki and Stella are walking down the corridor when Stella inquires about what happened the previous year. Ikki said that he wasn't able to attend lessons last year, but before he could finish, a girl named Kagami appeared and hugged him, making Stella jealous. Stella walks away. As the girl with silver hair appears, Ikki recognizes her as Shizuku, his childhood friend. Shizuku then shocks everyone in the area by kissing Ikki. Before Shizuku can kiss Ikki again, Stella interrupts, leading Shizuku to get enraged by her interference. Stella reveals that she interfered because she was Ikki's servant, and she lies and says that Ikki ordered her to share a bed with him to make Shizuku jealous. Shizuku then intends to use her ability, Yoshigure, to hurt Stella, believing that she'll be able to accomplish it because water is her element. Stella responds by activating her ability and manifesting her sword, and the two collide, resulting in an explosion in the hall. For their acts, the two are sent to cleaning duties. Shizuku and Stella continue to dispute after they finish cleaning, forcing Shizuku to inadvertently bring up Ikki's past and how he felt as if he didn't exist to his family. Shizuku then walked away from the talk and into her room. Nagi, Shizuku's roommate, then welcomes her back to her room. Stella overhears Ikki discussing his history. Stella then approaches Ikki outside the school, where she interrogates him about his family's treatment of him as if he didn't exist. Ikki resolves to tell her the truth about his family's treatment of him over the years. Ikki finally had enough and decided to flee during a particularly terrible winter. Ryoma, his grandfather, had appeared to him just as he was about to pass out, imploring him not to give up as he carried him back to the house. Ikki went on to say that his family had even put pressure on the school to make him fail, so that he would never become a knight. While Iki and Stella are conversing, Shizuku speaks with her roommate and informs him of Iki's position and how she found out about it. Shizuku then expresses her determination to shower Iki with fatherly, motherly, brotherly, and sisterly affection to fill the hole left in Iki's heart over the loss of family. That's it for this video. If you like videos like these, a sub and a like would be appreciated. Until next time, stay safe out there.